Hi guys, so today I was hoping to show you guys a little bit about antiquities collecting. Yesterday I was at Arte Primitivo. Arte Primitivo is a New York-based online art gallery specializing in antiquities and tribal art. Today I'm going to try and take you through some of the highlights and interesting objects that can be found in the most recent auction. Arte Primitivo, like I said, specializes in tribal art. So I'll be starting with pre-Columbian, Mesoamerica first and then South America, Native American after that, then African followed by classical and finally Asian. Now personally, I know very little about African and Asian art. However, I will still show you the pieces that I find interesting and say what I can about them. Additionally, there was a whopping 652 lots in this auction, and I'll only be able to talk about a handful of them. But if you're curious, the link to the online auction page is in the comic. Lastly, I wanted to get a term out of the way, which you might be unfamiliar with, which is provenance. Provenance is effectively the history of an object after its discovery, or in the case of modern art, after the piece was made. Provenance is very important for a number of reasons. The main one is to confirm authenticity. Now, I don't want to get too much into this as I plan to make a separate video talking about this, but effectively, the longer an object is known to exist, especially objects that were in the hands of reputable collectors or institutions, the less likely it is to be a fake. Especially how most fakes, especially very convincing ones, were created in the last couple of decades. Oh, and one last thing. The objects I'm talking about can get very expensive at times, but don't think collecting is for the ultra wealthy. There are many objects out there that are authentic, interesting, beautiful, and affordable. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about some of the beautiful pieces of art in this auction. The first lot that caught my eye was lot 25, which is a beautiful OMX Stone Mask. The mask is of a whale jaguar, which you might recognize if you saw my OMX exhibit video, link in the comments. But to summarize, the OMX believed powerful shamans had the ability to transform into jaguars. The piece is small, not a usable mask, but rather a ritual adornment or a grave good. The object has fantastic provenance, being attributed to two specific collections, as well as the auction house Sotheby's. Sotheby's is a very exclusive and high-end art gallery, and they are very good at authenticating the objects that go through their doors. Next is Lot 40, which is a Tarascan foot vessel. At the time of Spanish conquest, the Tarascan Empire was the second largest in Mexico after the Aztecs. Although I don't personally find the shape of the vessel to be very attractive, it has a very interesting and complex pattern on it. It is dated to 1450 to 1520 AD and has fantastic provenance, being displayed in two museums and featured in a published piece of literature. I'm going to try and pick up the pace as there are a lot more items to go through. Lot 152 is a pair of Mixtec eel ornaments. The Mixtec are similar to the Aztec and were known for the turquoise mosaics like this one. Lot 164 is a Veracruz figure with a removable headdress. It dates to 600 to 900 AD and is from Veracruz, Mexico. Lot 214 is a brilliant colored Costa Rican Jaguar vessel. This is a censer. Incense would have been placed in the bowl, and the Jaguar body is filled with tiny clay balls, which would have rattled when shaken back and forth. It dates to 500 to 1000 AD. Lot 224 is a Costa Rican macehead that was sold by Carnegie Gallery. Carnegie Gallery is the oldest art gallery in the world. Maceheads like this would have been important symbols of status for local tribe leaders, as they took a very long time to carve. Lot 251 is a beautiful Panamanian vessel that was displayed in a museum in Houston. There are a number of similar vessels of the same culture in this auction. Next is a showstopper. Lot 280 is a 4-inch long Amazonian gold roundel. It dates to 500 BC and was from either Peru or Ecuador. Two sets of tiny holes in it suggest that it was affixed to something like a piece of clothing. Lot 283 is a gilt moche mask. I'm looking to talk more about the moche at some point, as they are a very interesting culture with a rich pottery tradition and rich metallurgy tradition. Lot 284 is a gold South American death mask, with Lot 287 being a similar example in copper and bronze. Lot 290 is an Incan ceremonial silver knife. Lot 310 is a moche hour vessel from Peru. Lot 328 is a Nazca vessel, also from Peru. Lot 397 is an oceanic crown from New Guinea. There was a large number of African masks in this auction. Unfortunately, I know very little about them. Lot 507 is a Bactrian stone idol, which I would love to talk more about sometime. The Bactrian culture had a very interesting tradition of very abstract, almost modern idols that are really fascinating. Lot 551 is a Byzantine silver bowl. Lot 581 is an Egyptian amethyst baboon amulet. Lot 611 is a Viking bronze plaque. Lot 613 is a Viking period iron dagger. And finally, Lot 632 is a beautiful suit of Japanese samurai armor.